Right, this is the LG G-Watch R. I wear it all the time. It's a nice little watch. However, I felt like a bit of a change, and had a bit of a fall this morning. As you can see, this it's only a little scratch, but it's scratched the watch up. Also got a couple of nicks here, and on the corners where it's sort of worn and stuff like that. So what I was going to do is I've seen a couple of other people sand the watch down. Apparently it's stainless steel underneath, so the idea is I'm going to try and do the same. So this is some idea to get you know what it looks like first off before I get to it. The strap on it's non-standard, the level one got a little bit worn, so it's just a cheap plastic one I've got there. I think what I'm going to do is I've got a spare watch somewhere, so with a silver strap on it, and I'll probably try that. So this is what it looks like before. I'll start it in a bit, and I'll try and film it as I go through it. Alright. Right, this is what I'm going to do with the watch. First of all, turn it over, take the straps off taking the pins out here and here. You can just use a precision screwdriver or something like that. You can get a tool, but I don't think it's worth it. Just put a screwdriver in, push it out, and the spring pops out, and the strap will pop out as well. Do that both sides. And once I've done that, I'm going to cover the screen with some frog tape or masking tape. Actually, I won't use masking tape. Frog tape is really good in the fact that it doesn't leave any residue behind. I've used masking tape before on our wooden floors that we got here, and while we're doing some decorating, and it's still left residue on the floors now. That's like from a couple of years ago, so that's probably a good thing to use. So I'll just use some frog tape around here. This bit here I'm going to keep as is, with the numbers on, and then just the bit to the side of it, the angle to the side of that'll be sanded down, as will the rest of the watch body. Obviously the bottom's plastic, so you can't do that, but the outside I'm pretty sure is stainless steel, as is the little knob, or the crown, is it, and sort of sand underneath that as well, I think, with some sandpaper. So I'm going to use a block to sand across the whole thing. I think that way it will keep it rigid and stop it from scraping this part here. I was thinking about masking that, but I think that's going to have much effect on stopping sandpaper from scratching it. But that's that. So I'll keep you posted. As I said, what I'll do is, once I've sanded it down, I'll take the straps off, and I'll probably put a metal strap off of an old watch that I've got around here, so an Accurate watch or something. But I'll try. Here we are so far. I've got the frog tape on the screen, although it's not really neatly done. I've started off with these blocks. I bought them in B&Q ages ago, so I had them lying around. Now I've got a 36, a 60 and a 100. All not really the one I want. I want a 400 really to finish it off. I'm starting off anyway with the 60, and to be honest, it's quite good. This is the finish I've got so far. It's not finished yet, but I think you could leave it like that for like a gunmetal type finish, which would be quite good. I'm going to go the whole hog and try and get all the paint off. What I'm doing is sanding this way along the grain and just going in that direction. I'm not going up and down, so I'm going to try and do that with the whole thing. But yeah, that's where I am so far. This is the block I'm using. It's just a small one, but yeah, it's quite flexible and allows you to get into all the bits. So there we go. Right, so I've taken the watch strap off. I just wanted to show you the pins. You've probably seen them before anyway, if you've taken a watch strap off. All you got is this tube here has got springs inside, and these pins here just simply, if you can see that, put it up close, focus it, there we go. That bit there pushes up and down, and that's the bit that sits inside each side of the watch, in here and in here. That's the light in there. So that's it. So yeah, so this is where I'm at the moment. Still, I've done that so far, and that's taken me about 20 minutes to do that. So I'm still going on. It seems to be, I think it's probably powder coated where they've painted it, but this bit here where there's corners, it's settled and it's quite hard to get into. But yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Right, what I've started doing now is I've gone down that 60 grit paper wasn't really taking off that much, so I've gone for the 36 now, which is quite a coarse grit, but that's going to take the paint off, and then I'll go down to the 60 and then probably the 100. I'm pretty sure, I mean, the 60 come up quite smooth anyway, and then I'm pretty sure once I hit it with the polishing compound, that's going to take a lot of that out, a lot of the scratches out, but we'll see. Right, this is an hour into sanding. Got pretty much everywhere. I haven't done this side yet. Well, I've just started it because of the crown. It's going to be a bit awkward, so I'll try to hit the easiest bits first. One thing to bear in mind is the microphone there. Don't get that full of crap, because that'll cause you problems. But yeah, looking pretty good so far. Right, got fed up with the sanding blocks, so I thought I'd try something else. In my little Dremel kit that came with it, all the little heads and stuff, came some of this 250 grit paper discs, and I thought, let's give it a go. Anyway, I've started it on this. You can see it's starting to do. Oh, it's going to get a bit what's name, but once I've done it, I think I'll polish it. That'll get those marks out. Let's try it out and see what happens. Right, so far this is what the I don't know if you can see that on that bit there. That's what that 240 grit paper comes out like on the Dremel. And at first I thought, oh, I know what I'm going to do, but this is the same bit with a bit of a polish afterwards, using the polishing compound and one of these wheels, and it actually brought it up quite nice. So I mean, the Dremel, you've got to be really, really careful with it. Put it on the slowest speed you got. I think the slowest mine goes is 10,000 RPM, and the highest is 30,000. The polishing, I did a bit higher, I did about 20,000. But yeah, so anyway, onwards. So far, that's the sort of polish I've got on it. Quite pleased with it, to be honest. Probably going to need a little bit more going over. I think I might need some more sanding. Actually, there's more polish. Just take the polish off. So what I did was I used polishing compound, one of those to put the polish on. I started off at about 20,000 RPM, then upped it to 25, and it seemed to get much more of a polish on. But obviously, what you've got to make sure you do is don't keep it on there for a while, because it gets very hot, and I was just scared it was going to melt some of the plastic on the bottom of the watch. So that's it. I haven't done this bezel here. I thought I'd leave it for the moment and polished it up. So yeah, quite pleased with that. There you go. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, rather. Cheers.
Yeah.